In the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, one experimental plot produces 7 times the output produced in the farm of India. If in India, in an experimental plot, you can produce 7 times, why can't you do it in the rest of India? You have to do what the Indian Council of Agricultural Research does. Provide water, fertilizer, pesticides. When you do that, you can increase your yield to very high levels. China produces 3 times as much wheat per acre than India. Japan produces 6 times as much rice per acre as India. Egyptian sand produces more cotton, 4 times as much cotton as we produce in 1 acre of land in India. So agriculture is the sector with tremendous potential. We can become a global agricultural power. Unfortunately, Jawaharlal Nehru made the mistake of going for the Soviet model of industrialization, which ruined our country. The British ruined our agriculture first by appointing zamindars who bled the agriculture completely. And then Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru brought in this Soviet model, which has failed everywhere in the world. There is no country where Soviet model has succeeded. EMS Namboodiripad used to tell me in those days when there was so much propaganda about the Soviet Union, he used to say, you know, Dr. Swamy, in Soviet Union there is no unemployment, there is no poverty, there is no inflation. So in August 1991 I met him and told him, Mr. Namboodiripad, now there is no Soviet Union also. Broken up into 16 countries. Russia, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. It has failed in Soviet Union, failed in Germany. Compare East Germany and West Germany, you will know. Now of course they become one country. So I am telling you that we have missed this opportunity. Narasimha Rao took my blueprints prepared during the Chandrasekhar government for economic reform, implemented it. He made Manmohan Singh implement it. Media may have given all the credit to Manmohan Singh, no problem. If as finance minister he could do so much economic reform, why as prime minister he cannot do anything at all? It was Narasimha Rao who did it. The credit should go to him, and a future government should give him Bharat Ratna for what he did for this country. So with one economic plan, reform package of deregulation only, and that too at the central level, we raised our growth rate from 3% per year to 9% per year. They used to say that 3% per year is a Hindu rate of growth. It was a communist rate of growth, but they called it Hindu rate of growth. So I will say that there is no way in which a determined government cannot produce an economic revolution in India in 5 years. We are preparing the plan for it, and we have got a leader who has demonstrated in Gujarat no power cut, no potholes in the roads, and agriculture blooming by making the right decisions. Only 10 years ago, Kutch and Saurashtra was barren land. Go there and see today. Why? Because he insisted that he will go ahead with the Sardar Sarovar Dam project, and that is why it has happened. So, it can be done. But I think there is one question I have to say before I conclude. And that is this. We may produce economic growth, but the nation must be secure. Just as you can produce a lovely crop, but if you can't protect the harvest, then everybody will come and harvest and go away. Our country has no shortage of resources. All this talk of foreign direct investment, I will fine if they can bring technology, I have no objection. But what is this Walmart? Walmart should come, they will revolutionize retail trade. Why? We are getting whatever we want. Walmart is going to come after getting bank finance from the United States banks at 2% interest rate. It will come to India and dip into our cheap labor pool. We have got crores of traders. If they are to compete with Walmart, how much will they have to pay to get bank finance? Not less than 12%, most likely 18%. 18%, 2%. Is this fair competition? And both competing for the same labor. Labor wages will go up. The traders will hit both ways. So when the American delegation met me, I said, sorry. They said, but we thought you are for market and you are anti-communist, this, that. I said, yes, I am anti-communist, pro-market, but I am also nationalist. That you forgot. I cannot sacrifice the traders because of the unequal competition. Have a fair competition. They said, what can we do to make it fair? I said, you come with your 2%, I don't mind. You participate in our labor market, no problem. But you allow our Indian companies to go to United States to build roads, build houses, and get finance from your banks at 2%. You can come here with your cheap capital and take part in our cheap labor. We will go there with our cheap labor and take your cheap capital and we will build you houses and roads. So the American says to me, but that's an immigration problem. I told him, that's your problem. You can't do this. We won't allow it. We are not blind pujaris of foreign direct investment. It can be dangerous. Not only in economics, but you import foreigners into our politics also is dangerous. People tell me, why you are after Sonia Gandhi? She is all the time wearing sari and putting bindi and all that. She is trying to be an Indian, you don't let her be. I said, you see, I have read Ramayana. When Ravan came to kidnap Sita, he didn't come dressed as Ravan. He came dressed as a sannyasi.